Hello, this is Mrs. Patterson's Homework Help. We're on Chapter 8, Lesson 7, still dealing with fractions. And today we're comparing fractions by using benchmark numbers. And let me explain what that looks like. This is the first side page. And there, let's go over the homework helper problem. Connor has completed 3/8 of his homework. Aiden has finished 5/6 of his homework. Who is closer to being finished with his homework, used benchmark fractions or common fractions to compare 3/8 and 5/6. So a lot of times we like to use 1/2 as our fraction that we can compare. And if we have 3/8, what would be half with an eighth? That would be 4/8. So we know that 3/8 is less than a half. And then if we have 5/6, what would be a half for 6? Well, that would be 3/6. So we know that that is greater than a half. So we know 5/6 is a greater fraction than 3/8 because we use that half benchmark and we can see this is greater and this is less than, okay? But let me give you another way that you can compare two fractions. It's cross-multiplying, and your parents might have used it when they were in school. Say we have 3/8 and 5/6, okay? What we do is, and I'm going to use different colors for this, 3 times 6 is 18, right? Okay. And let me get like green here. And 5 times 8 is 40, okay? And we multiply that top number, that's where we put that number. So we know that 5/6 is greater because 40 is greater than 18. So that's another way we can compare two fractions together, other than using benchmark. Okay, so let's look at our first one here. It's 3/8 and 3/4. If we looked at 3/8, we would know that that's less than a half because 4/8 is a half here. 3/4, 2/4 would be a half, so that's greater. So we can assume that 3/4 is greater than 3/8. Or using the multiplication method, 3/8, 3/4. 3 times 4 is 12. 3 times 8 is 24. So we know 3/4 is the bigger number. This is 24, and my number didn't look really good there. So 3/4 is greater than 3/8. Okay. On this side, they've given you number lines that you can compare and use to see which fraction is larger than the other. We have two problems using word problems. And then how do I use benchmark fractions? It's asking you, hey, basically, what do we do here? Like we used a half here. How is that using benchmark fractions? How is that going to help you know if a fraction is smaller than another fraction? And then which fraction is not greater than 2/5? And that means you're going to have to take each of these fractions and compare it to 2/5 to find out which one isn't greater than 2/5. Okay? Our bonus question today is comparing 3/4 to 4/5.